Hello everyone, thank you very much for watching today. Today is Tuesday, August 17th, the middle of August already. And today's topic, it's highly debated, it's something that's on your mind all the time. If you're one of the personalities like me and kind of a obsessive compulsive OCD type personality, I love this topic. So I'm going to give you some things to think about if you are feeling overwhelmed. I know it's all relative. I love to use that term a lot. I haven't said it much in my videos, but it's all relative to your life, to your personality. I know, some people feel overwhelmed, and other people would look at their lives and going, "Why do you feel overwhelmed?" And there's some people that you look at other people's lives, and I do. It's like how hectic they are. I'm like, oh my gosh, I could never handle what they do day to day. But I do see this in agents that I'm coaching and talk to them on a daily basis, and that I could, even without them saying, I could tell that they're overwhelmed. Even an agent that has no business going on, brand new, they got their license yesterday or the day before. We bring over a couple new agents every month that are brand new right out of school. This week, I think I've had 3, 4 pass their test just in the last 2 days. And they feel overwhelmed. They don't know where to start or where to begin. So first thing, is my opinion and my experience is when you're feeling overwhelmed, one of the things that I feel that's happening is, one, that you are not organized with your thoughts. You're not organized with what you want to get done and accomplished. So you don't know where to start, no matter if you're very busy and there's so much going on, or you don't know where to start because you want to be busy. Does that sound? So there's kind of 2 ways of feeling, there's many ways, but the 2 ways I'm concentrating on in this video is feeling overwhelmed when you have nothing going on and you're starting in real estate, or you want to start your business, or 2 is you're feeling overwhelmed because there's so much going on in your life and you just don't know where to start, and you have to start with your schedule, and you just got to get organized with what you want to do day to day, hour to hour, minute to minute. It's kind of that saying, if you ever heard that saying, is how do you eat an elephant? Have you heard that? And how do you eat an elephant? 1 bite at a time. And then you've got to start your day, or when you're feeling overwhelmed, is take a step back and kind of feed your mind with positive things that you know that you could accomplish. Know that you're pumping yourself up, that you know you could get these things done, and that the feeling overwhelmed means that you are conscious about wanting to get things done, or conscious. When you're feeling overwhelmed, in my experience, is there's things that you want to get done, that you want to accomplish. You don't want to let anybody down. You want to get tasks done. You want to help people. You want to get your business done. You got your personal life and people you want to see. Because if you're not needed, or you want to be needed, or you're not important in your work or your personal life, feeling overwhelmed, you might not, the people that really have very little going on in their life, and they might be picking it that way, they don't feel overwhelmed because it's very easy for them to manage. They're not getting too much put on them, or they don't want to accomplish too much, or they want to tackle too many tasks in a day. So think about feeding your mind with good quality thoughts, that you can do it, you can get through the day, you can get everything done, you can reorganize, you can delegate things. And that's my next thing, is that you gotta be able to say no in many different aspects of your life. No. And the one thing I talk to, when I have talked to agents and they're so busy, I go, I got 5 buyers, I got these sellers, people are calling me, and I need to set up showings, I got 2 people want to see showings tomorrow, all of that. If you're an agent, you're busy, no matter if you have 1 client or 100 clients and you're busy, I know those calls, those updates, those things going on are all day long, every day, because all of your clients, this is the most important thing happening in their life right now. I know it. Been doing this 30 years, tens of thousands of sales. I know. Buyers and sellers, some of them would love to talk to you all day long. There's always a question. There's always things going on. There's always concern. There's always going on. Some will take up your whole day if necessary. This is when you got to say no. It's okay if it's not an emergency to let a client know that, anything you need ASAP. If not, I have a few other clients I got to take care of that are pressing issues. I'll call you back this evening, call you in the morning. Some agents, I know I was through that. Every time the phone rang, I answered it. Every time someone needed something, I tried to do it as soon as they asked me. And I got off track and I got overwhelmed. So if you're the type of person, every time that buyer calls, you're picking up the phone. Every time your seller call, your clients call you, you pick up the phone. And if you love doing that because you want to show them that you are on top of things, that you are available, pick up that phone. And you're welcome to say to them, and this is just a little bit of role playing, say, hi John, this is Tony. Thank you, for calling. I'm here for you and help you out with everything you need, but I'm sorry, I'm totally in the middle of a project right now, or helping another client on the other line, or in a meeting. I just want to let you know your call is important to me, and I saw that you're calling. I wanted to pick up and say hello, but can I call you back in a few minutes? Can I call you back in an hour? Can I call you back tomorrow? Anything pressing that you need right now? And just that 1 minute phone call to let them know you're in the middle of something, and you say it, in my opinion, before they start talking, because this is, again, my experience and my opinion, is that when you say that before they start talking, it makes them feel that, or won't make them feel, once they tell you what they need, that you're pushing them off. You're basically saying, no matter what you say, unless it's of major importance and need it right now, I need to call you back. So I feel when you let people call, like, hi, how's it going? What's new? And then they tell you everything what's going on. They're like, well, do you mind if I call you back? Because you're analyzing and if their needs and wants, and then you analyze that their need is not important right now. That's my feeling. That's how I feel when I explain everything to them, and then they tell me they'll call them back. Why didn't you pick up the phone and tell me, I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of something. I'll be happy to call you back unless it's an emergency, or I'm in the middle of an emergency, I have to call you back right away. So work on some role playing with that, because if you're feeling overwhelmed and you're working with a buyer, you're working on a contract, you need to get it into the other agent, or you're on your way to an inspection and people are waiting for you and another client's calling you up. Some agents just get overwhelmed because they want to handle everything as it comes in, and you might have to reorganize. I live by that auto text. If you don't know what your auto text is, or the button where you could reply to incoming calls with a text, learn how to use it. A little tech tool for today. If you have an iPhone, don't know about Droids, but on an iPhone, I have it set up. I have several different responses, automatic responses. Not automatic, they pop up. When the phone rings, I can click the little message button on the phone when the phone is ringing, and then it pulls up my choices. I could click the button, sorry, I'm on the phone, can I call you back? Sorry, I'm on an appointment, can I call you back? Sorry, I'm driving. And it has choices. So if you didn't know that, try it out. Have someone call you on your iPhone. Watch when the phone call's coming in. Click the little message button that pops up usually in the bottom right, and see the choices. There are some that usually automatic default that are already there, but you can go into your settings and add more. It's usually in the general settings, but I could look that up for you if you want to call me, and I could show you how to do that. And you can put different responses in there. I live by that when I'm on the phone or in an appointment or in the middle of something, because I know that I want to finish the task at hand. So to recap, some of the basic things to think about is when you're feeling overwhelmed is get organized, look at your schedule, try to write a list of all of the things that you are feeling overwhelmed about things that you could get handled today, things you could reschedule for tomorrow, even thoughts. You're feeling overwhelmed about thoughts. Two, you have those positive mindsets that you know that you can get it done. Any time in the past if you feel overwhelmed today, guess what? You've probably felt overwhelmed many times in your life. You got through all of those times. And how did you do it? And how did you handle it? And third tip for today is say no. Say no, not as like goodbye to people or situations or things you got to work on, but no specifically today I'm referring to say no to dealing with things right now as they're happening. If you're working on something and doing something, you don't need to throw something else on top of it unless it's of major, major, major importance. You can tell people, I will call you back later. I will reschedule a time. I personally like to give people times. Not I won't call you back later. I live by text and while I'm on the phone a lot. So I will call, are you free at 8 o'clock? Sometimes people are calling me at 10:30 in the morning and go, I'm free to talk at 7 o'clock tonight. And they're like, I know they're thinking, what do you mean? 8 hours from now I got to wait for you to call? I said, if it's very important, I'm happy to call you back right away. But I have other appointments and calls I have to make. But is 7 o'clock today fine or tomorrow fine? You could schedule them and put it in there. Any busy person should have a schedule of calls, things, when they were going to handle things, because you're always going to feel overwhelmed if you just tackle the day as it comes to you. And then that's when you forget things. Are you the type of person that are like at the end of the day, like, oh my gosh, I told that person I was going to call them back when I was finished. Oh my gosh, I was supposed to text back that person when I got off the phone call. If you're one of the people that happens a lot to, that's when you don't start telling people that I'm not going to call you back right away. I'll call you when I can, or I'm going to text you back, or I'll email you that. I said, I will email you, I will text you, I will call you at this specific time and put it in your calendar. Text back so-and-so. Call back so-and-so. Email this at this time, at 2 o'clock, 2:30, 2:15, and use your calendar when you are so you remind yourself. Because I know I have to put times on it, because if I do have a to-do list, sometimes my to-do list gets too long for the day. And then I go where to start. The first one, the second one, the middle one, and then sometimes that to-do list, because I'm just have a pile of to-do lists for the day, and sometimes they all don't get done. But if I put them in my schedule, it seems that they get done, and everything, or 99%, 95% of the time, at the end of the day, I have a check mark next to everything I want to accomplish because I put a time of when I'm going to do it. So if that makes sense. So, but again, use me as a resource. Call, text, email me anytime. I'm happy to go over ideas on how I keep myself organized and not feeling overwhelmed every day in handling 500 agents with an office. It is a task every day to make sure everybody is helped and make sure everybody's needs and wants are taken care of in an organized fashion. And I appreciate all the agents that go, I don't know how you do it. I really do it with organization and saying no, handling things right then and there, making sure things are what's a priority, and scheduling it for people when it's convenient for them too, and me. So that's it. Have a great Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow on Wednesday at noon. Bye-bye.